Fatima's snowy spring surprise. The clocks in the hallway ticked quietly, showing exactly 6 a.m. It was a chilly Thursday morning, and the air outside was a crisp 40 degrees. While the rest of the world was still tucked under warm blankets, Fatima's house was buzzing with a quiet, happy energy. Figaro, the gray-brown tabby cat, stretched his paws, knowing he had a special job today. He was staying home to keep Grandma Aisha and Grandpa Hassan company while the rest of the family went on a grand adventure. Outside, the morning was misty and blue. Levent, Fatima's father, hummed a soft tune as he prepared their big van. He made sure the ramp was steady and the interior was warm. Fatima was 24 and full of light. She moved through the world in her trusty wheelchair, her eyes sparkling with anticipation for the trip ahead. Levent gently guided her toward the van, making sure she was bundled up against the morning frost. Inside the van, Gulsen, Fatima's mother, checked their supplies. She had snacks, water, and Fatima's favorite soft blanket. Because Fatima was nonverbal, she and Gulsen communicated through shared looks and gentle touches. Gulsen squeezed Fatima's hand, and Fatima leaned her head back with a wide, silent smile. They were ready for the long drive to Washington, D.C. The drive was long, but the scenery was changing. As Levent steered them through the winding roads, the gray sky began to leak a soft, steady rain. "Look, Gulsen," Levent said, pointing through the windshield. "We're almost there." They could see the distant outline of monuments through the mist. The rain tapped a rhythmic beat against the glass, like a drum roll for the surprise nature had in store. Then, the magic happened. As they pulled into the heart of Washington, D.C., the cold rain suddenly thickened. The drops turned into giant, fluffy, wet snowflakes. They danced through the air and began to land on the blooming cherry blossom trees. The pink petals were peeking out from under a white, wintry blanket. Fatima pressed her face near the window, her eyes wide with wonder at the swirling white world. Levent parked the van, and Gulsen helped Fatima get ready to head outside. The air was cold, but their hearts were warm. As they moved along the path, the snowflakes landed on Fatima's cheeks and the arms of her chair. She reached out her hand, feeling the cold, wet sting of the snow. Gulsen laughed, catching a snowflake on her own nose, mirroring her daughter's delight. After their snowy stroll, everyone was ready for a treat. They found a cozy Turkish restaurant that smelled of spices and fresh bread. Levent led the way, making sure there was plenty of room for Fatima's wheelchair at the table. The restaurant was warm and welcoming, a perfect refuge from the surprise spring snowstorm outside. The table was soon filled with delicious food, warm pie, savory kebabs, and sweet tea. Gulsen sat close to Fatima, helping her enjoy the flavors of their heritage. They didn't need words to share their happiness. The clinking of glasses and the warmth of the meal said everything. In this busy restaurant, Fatima was just another young woman, enjoying a special day out with her family. The afternoon faded into evening, and it was time for the 3.5-hour drive back home. The snow had stopped, leaving the world looking clean and bright. As Levent drove, the rhythm of the road made Fatima feel peaceful. She looked at her father in the rearview mirror, and he winked at her. It had been a long day, but every mile was worth the joy they had shared. Back at home, the lights were on and waiting. Grandpa Hassan opened the door, and Figaro the cat was the first to run out and greet them. Fatima was tired, but seeing her grandparents made her beam one last time. As they settled back into their warm house, they knew they would always remember the day the snow fell on the spring blossoms, and the beautiful, silent music of their day together.